What's good, you guys, and welcome back to the DJ's Take.
I'm Donnie.
And I'm James, and on this show, we talk about the music industry from a fan's point of view. Donnie, what are we getting into today?
Today, we are going to be going through Apple's Replay.
Oh, Apple Replay.
I guess what for Spotify it would be Warped or something like that? Is that what it's called?
Spotify Wrapped. I think.
Wrapped?
Spotify Wrapped. And I wish that I always say this. I wish I had Spotify, but I like Apple. I'm just so used to it.
I like Apple Music's better.
Yeah.
I had Spotify first. I actually had them first, and Apple released Apple Music, and then I went to Apple. So I just never went back. I just feel like it's more compatible.
But Spotify is also free because I watched podcasts on Spotify. And I'm like, how am I doing this when I don't pay for it?
It might be more like the Pandora experience of you're going to get
with commercials and stuff. Start with top artists.
Top artists. All right, me first.
Right. Yeah.
I got all the taste and flavor on my side.
Get out of here. Taylor Swift's going to be the number one artist.
So my top artist is no other than Chris Brown.
All right, respectable.
Yes, sir.
Respectable.
Of all time. Get off me. So next, it would be the best artist in the world right now, Taylor Swift. Concert this year. Like I said, remember I told you last time, but last year I had her as my top artist too, and I told you that it was because her concert. Same thing. I went to her concert in New Orleans. It was fire. Yes, I was there for night 2, so I was special and got Sabrina Carpenter. Hate on it. So
now to be devil's advocate, her Tortured Poets Department album is long, so if you're listening to it even a couple of times, she's gonna be your number 2
album. So next, Future Hendrix, baby.
Respect.
Future, he had a big year last year, 2 albums. One of them had the number 1 song in the country.
Now, when you listen to the Metro album, does it count towards Future and Metro, or how does that work?
What you mean? What are you talking about?
Talking
about if you go to Metro's page and click on his.
If you listen to their joint album.
I don't know. That's a good question.
How does it work?
That's a good question. So next would be Morgan Wallen.
Respect.
That's a new one for me. I'm entering into my, how mine's usually uniform the same.
Zayn.
Yeah,
Zayn didn't make it.
Year. Wow. No, it's because he released an album, which I wouldn't say wasn't good, but it just really wasn't my cup of tea. He's trying to do a few things different in his career, such as it seems like me more folky, and I don't mind it, but you just got to be really good at it for me to care, So next would be Kevin Gates.
Okay, that's normal for you.
Gates. No, he just doesn't leave. That's all I do is listen to him when I work out. So and then what you want me to go through?
Yeah, just shoot off
here real quick. I'll shoot them all off. So after Kevin Gates, it would be Metro Boomin, which probably is what you said. That's probably because they're joint. Next would be Fred Hammond, which he always stays in there. If it wasn't for Future having that year. Future's one of my favorite artists, but I don't really listen to him all the time because I don't go out anymore like that. So Fred Hammond would probably have that spot. Next would be Usher at number 8, Post Malone at 9, which he had a big year, Jonas Brothers at 10, and then Fred Hammond again at 11, which is Radical for Christ, of course, like last time. And Mario's number 12, 13 is Kendrick Lamar, 14 is Justin Timberlake, and 15 is Ariana Grande.
All right, Usher. I see Usher being in your top 10. Let's get it.
I'm diverse. Let's see. Hold on. It tells you
you're not
how many
diverse.
Artists you listen to.
Yeah.
And let's see how many different artists
and how many genres and stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll get to genres.
The total, I had listened to 654 total artists.
Jeez.
Yeah. Compared to your 2, you're gonna have be Beyonce and Usher. That's it.
Mine's actually 547. What'd you say yours was?
654. Show respect.
Wow, over 100.
Show respect.
I'm not diverse. No. All right, so
see if Miguel's on this list.
My top 10. My number one artist, Usher Raymond. Let's get it. And your number 1 was Chris?
Yeah, he ain't dropped nothing.
His whole album. His whole Coming Home album.
Played it 4 times.
Vibe, and it was the year of Usher. Don't hate.
It was good, but 4 times that's it.
Donnie's favorite song on the Coming Home album is Big. He hates that song.
Oh my Lord.
All right, number 2, your boy Frank Ocean. Why do y'all have something against Frank Ocean? I don't understand.
I just don't get the hype behind him. I really don't. And don't get me wrong. I listened to the Blonde album.
And Orange. Orange is flawless.
And Orange. Listen, I listened to it, and it's just it doesn't do anything for me.
But here's the thing.
It doesn't. I'm just being real. This is Frank Ocean singing. In Southern California, it's not the like I don't care. Like that's nothing for me.
But here's the thing about Frank Ocean. Like he's what you play when you're cleaning, riding, vibing. Like what do you listen to when you're just vibing?
Anybody but Frank Ocean. like anybody.
You can't be like wall to wall.
Chris Brown residuals. Tell me who.
And
like,
Frank's body and that. Chanel.
I never have time to play.
I'm
playing Zayn.
Like
I'm playing Zayn before him. I'm playing Mario before him. I'm playing Usher before him. There's no place for Frank Ocean on my playlist ever.
You're just
and I get it. I get it. Like I get that people like he's just not for me. So
speaking of who's not for you, number 3. Childish Gambino.
This man.
You don't be vibing.
Listen, I like Childish Gambino.
Like you don't be vibing.
I think he's very talented.
That new album that was fire. That's why he's
5. Like to
number
be
3.
In your top. I'm saying to be in your top 5. I ain't gonna talk too much on it. I guess you just choose to be sophisticated.
It's just in my real life.
No, but James is like, hold on, I know my Apple Replay is gonna be coming up. Just
ding. No,
play Childish Gambino.
But if you
last year it was Miguel, but
like and I don't even want them to be in my top 5, but it's because it's everyday living. Like everyday living, I'm playing them. Whereas like
that's why I play Fred Hammond though. Like that's Fred Hammond for me.
Fair.
Chris Brown, you feel me? Like those are who I listen to often. So go ahead.
And he's 20 minutes more than Beyonce, Giselle Knowles Carter. Number 4.
I knew she was gonna be there for you just because
she's the best. Her. And then number 5, which I thought she would be higher for you, Ariana Grande.
Number 5 for you?
Yeah, wow. You didn't listen to Eternal Sunshine like every day.
She was at least in my top 15. Goodness.
Yeah, but she's it. And then number 6, Christopher Brown.
Yeah.
Christopher Brown. Number 7, Kendrick Lamar. Number 8, Meghan Trainor.
Sheesh.
Meghan Trainor. Her new album title, which Donnie is boycotting. He refuses to listen to good music. And then number 9, Future. 10, SZA.
Yours didn't go up to 15?
SZA deserves more. I took a screenshot only to top 10.
I was like, he's scared to go above.
No, 10. I will. Hold on. I'll do it while you search your other one.
My songs, because I'm a real one. Residuals by Chris Brown, my number 1.
That deserves it.
Next is Your Man Ain't Me. I bet he be acting all cocky like. And you're going to have Blonde by Frank Ocean. Golly. Chasing You by Morgan Wallen would be number 3. 4, Feel Something by Chris Brown. This is a landslide, just so you know.
Yeah.
And then number 5 is Angel Numbers 10 Toes by Chris Brown. Literally all Chris Brown. Number 6 is I Had Some Help featuring Morgan Wallen. Best Ever featuring Made Up Chris Brown. No Weapon featuring Lecrae and Fred Hammond. It's the remix. You Are the Living Word by Fred Hammond. That's On You featuring Future, Chris Brown song. No One Else, Chris Brown song with Friday. Friday. Leave Before You Love Me with Marshmello and the Jonas Brothers. Sensational with DeVito and Lil J.
Sensational.
Shooter by Chris Brown. And then All Too Well 10-minute version.
10-minute version's crazy.
Yeah, 43 plays too. So add those minutes up, right?
Yeah, that's like half the year. How many songs total?
So that's 430 minutes I gave to All Too Well.
Jeez.
I got 2,105 total songs.
Wow, 1,513 for me. My number 1 is Good, Usher and Summer Walker.
Good song, I ain't gonna lie.
It was the
song. That was
my
favorite song probably on the album.
Texas Hold'em, number 2.
It was not that good.
This ain't Texas.
I'm sorry.
Woo!
That song was not that good to be number 2 on your.
I did want this song to be my number 1 song, but it wasn't. Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar, number 3. Was Not Like Us in yours at all? You're a fraud. Mm-hmm. You're a fraud. And not even Like That wasn't in? You're a fraud.
Like That, I know, right?
You're a fraud.
Like That wasn't there? That's probably it was probably coming up.
Then number 4, the best song of the year. Tyrant by Beyonce and Dolly Parton. Timothy agrees. Timothy liked Tyrant.
Big fan of Tyrant.
Yep, Timothy liked Tyrant. Then number 5, Ariana Grande, Monica, and Brandy. Boy Is Mine.
That's a good one.
Then number 6, Like That, which should be in your top 10. That which is crazy. Like That. Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish. A bar
I'm
song.
not gonna lie.
It is a bar song. And then I Had Some Help. Post Malone and Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
And honestly,
Where's Frank Ocean though? If that's who you listen.
he's in my albums. Him and Childish Gambino.
Still, but I feel like if that was the most songs you listened to, I don't
it
know.
would be in it.
Yeah, but I don't make the rules. So my top album is 1111 by Chris Brown, the deluxe edition. Yeah, go listen to the deluxe. We Don't Trust You by Future and Metro Boomin. The Ceremony by Kevin Gates. And then number 4, Chris Brown, the Chris Brown album. And then number 5, the Tortured Poets Department. Yeah.
All right. Number 1 for me, my number 1 album.
Yeah.
Coming Home, Usher Extended Edition. It's the best album of the year. Come on.
It was a good album. It wasn't best album of the year.
Number 2.
Capped.
Was Eternal Sunshine on yours?
Yeah, I said it.
Okay. Number 2, Eternal Sunshine. Number 3, Cowboy Carter. Cowboy Carter.
You did not think that album was that good.
Yes, I did.
Just because you wanted to be contrary.
No.
You had to have it up there.
You're the only person who doesn't think that Bodyguard is not an amazing song. That Tyrant is an amazing song.
I said the Tyrant was a good song.
Like, you're the only one that doesn't think these.
Tyrant and Texas Hold'em doesn't make you have your album at number. What is it for you? Number 3?
Bodyguard. Number 3, Bodyguard.
That doesn't.
All those
that
songs.
doesn't put
16
your the
carriages.
album at 20 at number 3.
I'm done with you.
Like, it wasn't that good, bro.
Number 4, Awaken My Love, Childish Gambino. Number 5, Frank Ocean, Chanel Orange, which is like honestly one of the best albums. It's up there with Thriller.
I'll smack you.
Everyone says it.
I don't care
it's a
what
good
everybody says. Everybody isn't always right. That's dumb.
See both sides like Shabu.
It's just
You have to tap into your music head artsy.
No, I'm sorry. It's just not, like I said. I listened to it. Whenever they released the whole list, I listened to it again. It didn't move me. So for top genres for me, of course, you're always going to be fake and you're never going to be true to this. But for me, it's R&B and soul as last time. Next would be pop.
Is that how it goes? First of all, is it most?
Yeah, you listen to the most. Damn. Yeah, yours says bubblegum pop, huh?
Go ahead.
So 2 would be pop, 3 would be hip hop, 4 would be country, and then 5 would be contemporary R&B again. So.
Why is 5 contemporary R&B for me too? Number 1 is pop music.
Look at him.
Number 2 is R&B soul hip hop.
He's just shake.
That's
shake,
fake.
shake.
That is fake of me. Number 3 is hip hop. Number 4 I'm offended by, but then I'm not offended. It's country. Why is country in my thing? But it's because of Beyonce and Morgan Wallen. So I can't even lie. I'm listening. And
Post Malone.
And Shabuzi. So I really was listening to a lot of R&B. And then contemporary R&B was number 5.
Okay.
So is R&B like LMI, and then contemporary R&B is like
SZA? I don't know. I would have to look it up and see who's doing contemporary, because I wonder who is that for me as well. I wish they would let you click it and see
what it is.
Yeah.
Nah.
My artist by month is literally Chris Brown, Taylor Swift, Chris Brown, Taylor Swift, Chris Brown.
Tim, did you do it?
Yeah, I did mine. As per usual, all my stuff's mostly underground. Number 1, I mean, no one's surprised. Tech Nine. Number 2,
Tech Nine
is he did a collabos record with all his artists on his record label. So number 2 is Tech Nine collabos. So the top 2 are both Tech Nine somehow. I don't know how that happened. Number 3, Kendrick Lamar. Number 4, one of Tech Nine's best artists, King ISO. And
all right.
And number 5, this is gonna sound crazy, but I've been digging into this
Taylor Swift. What if it was Taylor Swift?
It's just Taylor.
I would be shook.
Nah. I was been digging into this. If you know me, you know me. I've been digging into this stuff called Viking metal.
Oh yeah.
And it's basically this all the it's heavy metal, but like Viking style. Like it's just a kind of blend of like old folk Viking sound into like
That's
a metal.
all. I love Viking.
It's so good for
music,
working out,
so.
bro. It is fire. That's
Yeah,
my
like,
top 5
it's-
artists. Songs. Number 1, $1 Million Baby.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised that was.
Number 2,
He killed his
Feel
career.
by King ISO. Number 3, Let's Go by Key Glock. Number 4, Yeah Glow by Glorilla.
Why isn't Glow on ours?
That's weird.
Number 5, Not Like Us. Then number 6, Took Her to the O by King Von. 7, Fall Back by Lithe. Number 9, another joint by Tech 9. Number 10, yeah. So that's basically it. And then for as far as my the albums, I only want to say this because already at number 1 for me, and it just came out at the end of the month. Number 1, GNX by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
Already.
That's gonna be mine for
So,
next year. I'm already sure. of
It took the lead already.
in a month. Yeah,
Mustard. I was showing Isaac because I knew he heard it because of TikTok. So I was showing, I just knew he had to see it. And he was cracking up when I played it in the car. So.
Mustard. You did your artist by month. Mine was January Frank, February Usher, March Ariana, April Beyonce. Then it's Frank, Usher, Childish, Megan Trainor in August. That must be when she dropped her album. Chris, Usher, Chris.
Okay. You know what's funny, Tim, that you were talking about the Viking music being like what you work out to, like the Viking metal. And it's funny because whenever I get my best workouts in, like on the treadmill, was when I was watching Viking. Like Viking Valhalla season 2 came out, and I found myself on the treadmill. And man, I mean, they're going into battle and the music's coming on, and I'm just hitting 100 miles per hour.
No, it hits.
It's how I found it because I'm my favorite TV show of all time is Vikings, and I was watching clips on TikTok, and during one of the clips they were playing this Viking metal song, and I was like, what in the world is this? I look up this artist named Peyton Parrish. He is unreal. His voice is crazy. The vibes they give. Half the time he speaks Nordic language. Again, I mean, like, it's such a vibe, dude.
Yeah,
It
that's
gets you
hard.
in that mode every time.
It is. All right, y'all. Sound off in the comments. Who were your top artists? And are you team Spotify or Apple Music too? I want to know, like, what is the best streaming service?
Apple this way.
Yeah, Apple all the way. But all right, on that note,
I'm Donnie.
and I'm James, and this was another episode of
The DJ's Take.
Peace. Yeah, GNX is definitely gonna probably be one for next.